Hey, what's going on everyone? My name is CJ. Welcome back to Exotic Nootropics. This is your monthly update for December. It is currently December 25th actually, so a little bit over a month since the last update. And today I thought we'd start with Ali, who's currently sleeping up here in her enclosure. She's actually showing really nice colours this morning. It's actually the afternoon, but obviously she's sleeping, that's why she's not active. And currently in the corner, I don't know if we can show this or not, we've got the humidifier going off. Where is it? Over there. You can kind of see it. But yeah, Ali's doing really well. No problems with Ali. She's a great lizard. She is aggressive. She's a Tokay Gecko, but beautiful lizard. Very big as well now. She's definitely full size. We've had her for I don't know how long, maybe 2 years at this point. Not quite 2 years, maybe a year and a half. She was a tiny, tiny baby when we got her. Now she's this monster. Next up, we're going with the Nepenthes box, which I said you would eventually see. I now believe they are bouncing back really, really strongly. So these lot have been through a lot with pesticides and basically a bunch of pests on them and things, but these are now bouncing back like greatly. We've got lots and lots of growth going on. A big old picture on the Hamata platykyla right there. We also have, I mean, there's just too many in here to actually name. There's a Vichai platykyla putting up a big picture that's sitting on a currently unnamed plant because I don't know what it is because there's no pictures that are alive. The feature of this month's photo shoot, the Alba Marginata Red, if you've not seen that, go take a look at it. The Vichai is putting up a really nice picture. It's actually got another picture down there and another picture on the other side. In the back over there is a Loei Siboyanensis, which I believe no one has ever grown out to be an adult plant, so I will take my hand off and zoom in on this, so give me 2 seconds. That's actually as far as I can zoom in, but that is a Loei Siboyanensis that you can see with a popped open picture there, with a jet black leaf on the left hand side, which is insane. I'm not sure why it's jet black, but that's going to be very interesting to see grow up. And you can see just pictures on basically everything there. Really growing. That mollis had a bit of an issue, but it's now growing back. Attenborii there, another Attenborii over there in the corner, which you can't see. But yeah, lots of great growth going on in here. In the big Viv, we've got a lot of growth going on, but it's not really picture growth. So you can see the Aristolochoides crossed with the Burkei is now completely vining, like super vining. Getting really big. Then behind that you got the Siboyanensis that is doing exactly the same thing. Hopefully it'll autofocus, not really. So right there, boom, that's the Siboyanensis putting up more leaves. They're basically just growing. They don't really have any pictures. Apart from the Siboyanensis has no pictures, but the Aristolochoides Burkei has like a million pictures. They're all over the place. They're just very cramped. This Spatulata by Jacquelinie is doing insanely well. This was going to be this month's photo shoot, but it might be next month's. Can you see down here? Where are we looking? In there. Let me auto focus off. That big ass picture that's flaring out is gonna be insane. Let me see if I can get that up for you, because this is an incredible EP plant. Where is that? Oh god, I can't even see which leaf that's coming off. Wait, is that not? Yeah, there we go. Look at this. Oh my god, look at the size of that. Holy moly. Wow. That is huge. That is actually huge. Is that an intermediate? No way. No way. Is that? Oh my god, we might be in intermediate territory. That that might not bend back. I don't know, we'll see, but that's awesome. It also put out this huge picture down here, which, camera please, boom, it's awesome. It's so nice. Super red lips and the peristome, and then green body, but that one down there is the most awesome picture I've seen ever on any plant. So we will see how that one develops. The Raja Vichii down the back, which currently has the biggest picture I've ever seen, but it is dying now. So it's putting out a new leaf and hopefully will start producing another picture very soon. Then we've got the Densiflora Rubcantlii down there, which camera doesn't want to focus at all, which is just growing leaves currently. No extra pictures on that one. And then everything on the left, we've just got, okay, I'm seriously going to have to manually focus this. This is ridiculous. We've just got basils growing everywhere. There's a basil there, and there's a basil there, and then there's a basil underneath the basil. It's nuts. So that's a Rebecca Soper putting that out. I have no idea what's going on with the other Rebecca Soper in the corner. Can't even get to it. Down here we have, I need to check the names, Siboyanensis bitalengensis, and again, boom, basil, right there, basil shoot. Even got pictures starting to grow on it, tiny little pictures, look at that, insane. So this plant is doing epically well, absolutely incredibly well. And it's just growing and vining, and it's awesome. Next up, we've got our super successful box that's just kind of sat down here. I can't get to this like I can get to all the other ones, but we've got plenty of plants in here. We've got 2 Brixianas in here, so there's a Brixiana and another Brixiana next to it. They've got pictures on them. So there's a Brixiana picture. I don't really want to get them out. They're not that interesting right now. They're just growing. Then right there is a basil shoot from the Rebecca Soper, which is actually now completely rooted. It's just its own plant now, so that's awesome. That was the first experimental basil cut that I did. Great that that worked. We've got a Jacquelinie here, which has no pictures right now, but is growing pretty damn well. This will be repot because I kind of hate the way that it's potted. It's a huge pot. A bit strange. Then I always get this right. It's Rubcantlii crossed with what is it? Berberjay Rubcantlii. Just huge leaves. No pictures right now, but the leaves are just massive, super woody as well. Like really tough. It's got sugar or some sort of exudate coming all the way down the stems. It's really sweet. It's awesome plant. Oh, actually. No, that's an old picture. Yeah, no new pictures, but I'm assuming the next picture on this plant is going to be absolutely incredible. And then we have the just problem child that I've brought back to life, which is the mojito. Right there. God damn it, autofocus please. The mojito. Okay. So you can see new leaves coming up. The leaf span on this plant is just insane. It's just insane. And then we have our first picture that has popped. And my God, what a picture it is. This is why I wanted this. Can we get you down in there? Because I can't. Look at that picture. What an insane picture. It is huge. It is massive. It's a big old boy. That is awesome to see that. And then we've got another picture growing on this side, just down here, which is actually getting to a decent size as well now. That plant's going to absolutely continue to thrive, and it's going to get way too big for this box, as currently it's trying to put another picture on another leaf outside the box. Incredible. This plant was so pathetic when I got it. It was on the brink of death, and now it's just doing awesome, which is amazing. Next up, we've got some things that are a little bit different. These actually aren't labeled. I couldn't tell you exactly what they are, But you got some awesome colours on some of these plants. And we are growing them out. We've split them from the mother plants and just seeing how they do currently. I do know the names of them, I just don't have them in my head right now, and there's no labels on them. And then this is unmistakable. This is a cacao tree. So this is a big experiment, something I've never done before. It is growing at the very top, so it's doing okay. It's also got some growth weirdly coming there, you see. So it's doing all right. It's an interesting one, definitely something different. But the idea is that we'll be able to make our own cacao beans, because I actually really like eating the raw cacao beans once you roast them. You will have seen that on Instagram, actually, on one of our stories at some point. Here we've got two, I'm going to call them castaways, they're just sat in the corner. This is our dragon fruit plant right here. Just been repot, video coming on that one. I think this video comes before that video. That'll be the next video after this one. And then right here is our passion fruit plant or vine. You can actually see here, this passion fruit vine has a new growth up here. So it is doing pretty damn well. We're just going to see how it copes over winter. And then we've got the dragon fruit plant right here. Video coming very soon on this dragon fruit plant. Should be the video just after this one. But these have both been repot and seem to be doing pretty damn well now. The passion fruit wasn't happy straight away, but now, as I say, we've got some new growth coming. Here we've got a box full of alocasias and dumb cane. So we've got some big old alocasia, elephant ears, I think it's called a Yacuna princess or something along those lines. You can see it on our website if you want to see exact names for some of these plants. Then we've got the inverted dumb cane, which does have another name for it. The Alocasia bambino, which has just been repot actually. In fact, a lot of these have been repot. The dumb cane got repot. It's split into two now. Then the bambino got repot because its pot was tiny, and hopefully now it'll start to really thrive. And then we do have a basil. I wouldn't call this a basil. We've got another growth in the alocasia. This is called a Yucatan princess. That's what this is called. Right, hang on. This one is a Yucatan princess. There we go. I got the name. And then this one I can't remember, but it's an elephant ear plant basically. We've got another one growing in the pot, so that will need splitting pretty damn soon. Down here in the no space area, we have our bromeliads. Currently they were struggling because I had nowhere to put them, but I found a place to put them. So we will now continue to grow these bromeliads. They have actually grown quite a bit in the last month. Still doing okay, but were neglected up till now. We should be able to see some big growth on these. If I can move, can't move that. Let's see if we can just shove you in. There we go. Down here we have banana plants, multiple banana plants growing in one. So you've got a basil on a basil, which was split from this plant, which then also has a basil, which I'm not going to be able to show you because of space, but you can see it's still growing, which is awesome. Pile of palms in here. Is that another dumb cane? Yeah, another dumb cane split in here. And then all the way over there we've got all of the spider plantlets that were planted up in our video that's coming. Another video that's on its way. Here is the frog enclosure, the Amazon milk frog enclosure, that is constantly getting cleaned and constantly getting more dirty. It's a struggle because of the substrate in here. It's a little bit sandy, and I did that due to the bamboo, which is currently struggling because we're in winter, so the heater's always on, so it's burning the leaves. But the bamboo seems to be doing okay. I mean, it's wimping out a bit, but we'll see what happens to it. Bamboo's very, very, very strong. The orbifolia here is, I mean, you can see it's gone insane. It is huge. It is layered. There's layers on layers on layers. The frogs love this, hence you can see he's literally just sat on the orbifolia. There is nothing else holding him up. It's a very, very strong plant. The bromeliads are still growing, doing their thing. And then also the parlor palms growing quite a lot. We've got a bromeliad just hiding in there as well. But yeah, lots of change with this enclosure. If I could, I would do it completely differently in a much larger enclosure, which you will see at some point in the next year, probably, maybe 2 years. But yeah, these guys, they're gonna end up in a much more extravagant enclosure than this, that's for sure. And here we've got Forest's enclosure, the giant day gecko. Currently he's recovering from being bitten by a cricket, which means I'm not going to be feeding him crickets for a long time. He's got this crappy jelly cup in here. These are not nutritionally dense for your lizards, but they do the job while you're not using mixes and things. So that's just in there for a bit of a treat for him, because obviously he's going through some healing process. It's only a small injury, but these little suckers have hurt him, which is not great. He will be going back to fruit as his diet because he's a fruit eating gecko. He can eat insects, but he loves fruit. You can see a lot of growth going on this. I believe this is a philodendron, but still growing. This one's insane. It's going to grow up past here. It's a heartleaf philodendron, I think, and it's going to go up, so we'll see where that goes. We got our prayer plant. We've got our Dracana right here, which had it for years, and it is growing, but my god, is it a slow grower. Dracana is so slow at growing. We have bromeliads up here. Lots of bromeliads growing. They're pups that I left on the other bromeliads that died, and then they're just growing out basically. The master umbrella tree, which all the others are taken from, that just lives in here and just thrives. And then we've got a dumb cane, which I'm not able to get to, is at the back of the enclosure. A huge dumb cane. I mean, this enclosure is 90 centimeters high, and this is hitting the top. Obviously the heater stops that from growing too much because it'll burn all the leaves, which is nice. And then we've got our big ass peace lily right here, which is an awesome addition, but doesn't do quite what I wanted it to do. It's not amazing, but it does a job. I think I would do this enclosure differently when I do it next time, but again, that won't be happening for quite a while, and you will see what happens. It looks like the dumb cane's grown another plant next to it, which, oh, go on, you focused for a second there. See those leaves? That looks like a baby dumb cane plant coming up. The last thing I want to show you is these Nepenthes seeds that are germinating. You have seen them before in the seedling video. I'm not 100% sure what Nepenthes these are. I think they're either Izumie or Bongzo. I do have the information, but I'll have to dig it out for you. So yeah, slightly bigger video than usual. It is Christmas. It is end of the year as well. This will be the last update this year, and then next update will come next month, which is in 2025. So thank you very much for watching. Hit that like button, hit subscribe. My name's CJ, and I will see you guys in the next video.